ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम् सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ॐ अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव त्वमेव सर्वं गुरुदेव देव। श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। Tomorrow is our Dashara. So I'll sing one sloka of Amma, Meenakshi Amma. Actually, we have 5. This is called Meenakshi Pancharatna Stotram by Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji only. We pray with one sloka. Buddhyadbhanu sahasrakoti sadrusham केयूरहारोज्ज्वलां बिम्बोष्टीं स्मितदन्तपङ्क्तिरुचिरां पीताम्बरालङ्कृतां विष्णुब्रह्मसुरेन्द्रसेवितपदां तत्त्वस्वरूपां शिवां मीनाक्षीं प्रणतोऽस्मि सन्ततमहं कारुण्यवारां निधिम्। मीनाक्षीं प्रणतोऽस्मि सन्ततमहं कारुण्यवारां निधिम्। Jaganmata, Amma. So, we are seeing our Tattva Bodha. If you have book, you can see. Vasudevendra Yogindram Natva Jnanapradam Gurum Mumukshunam Hitardhaya तत्त्वबोधो विधीयते। साधनचतुष्टय सम्पन्नाधिकारिणां मोक्षसाधनभूतं तत्त्वविवेकप्रकारं वक्ष्यामः। साधनचतुष्टयं किं नित्यानित्यवस्तु विवेकः इहामूत्रार्धफलभोगविरागः शमादिषटकसम्पत्तिः मुमुक्षुत्वं च एति। नित्यानित्यवस्तु विवेकः कः नित्यवस्त्वेकं ब्रह्मा तद्व्यतिरिक्तं सर्वमनित्यम् अयमेव नित्यानित्यवस्तु विवेकः. This much we have seen. Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji is saying, I will explain something. Vakshyamaha. Guru Maharaj, what are you going to explain? Tattva Viveka Prakaranam. I will tell one kind of different mode of thinking. This is called Tattva Viveka Prakaranam. We have seen, we will do Dharma Viveka. We will do Samanya Viveka. But here we are going to see about Tattva Viveka. Discrimination about what is the truth, what is the untruth. That is called Tattva Viveka Prakara. Guruji, if we do this enquiry, what we are going to get? Moksha Sadhana Bhutam. The result of this enquiry is liberation. Moksha Sadhana Bhutam. Who is the qualified student for this enquiry? He is saying, Sadhana Chetushchaya Sampanna Adhikari. The student must have 4 qualities, 4 qualifications. And the beauty of this Tattvabodha is, both question and answer both will be in this text only. So Shankaracharya ji said that Adhikari, the student, he should have 4 qualities, 4 qualifications to do this enquiry. Then the next question is, what are the qualifications? Sadhana Chatushtayam Kim? What are those? This word Sadhana Chatushtayam means 4. Generally in Mahabharata, this word comes Chatushtayam. Thus, that Chatushtayam is Dushta Chatushtayam. Duryodhana, Dusyasana, Shakuni, Karna. If you know that, if you know the story of Mahabharata, these 4 are called as Dushta Chatushtayam. Shankara Bhagavad Pada using that word Chatushtayam means a combination of 4. But here it is Sadhana Chatushtayam. Sadhana Chatushtayam Kim? What are the 4? He is saying, the first one is Vivekaha, discrimination or Vivekaha. Second one is Viragaha. Viragaha means Vairagyam, what we call Vairagyam. Viragaha, dispassion. Third one is Shama Adi Shataka Sampatti, one wealth of mind. Sampatti means wealth of mind. They are 6. These 6 together called one value only, one qualification only. That is called Shama Adi Shataka Sampatti, third one. And the very important one, 4th one is Mumukshutvam. Mumukshutvam means actually the student, he should have some quality. He wants to know this. Ichcha, moksha ichcha. What is liberation? What is bondage? That kind of longing is called mumukshutvam. These 4 are the 4 qualities. Vivekaha, Viragaha, Shamadhi Shataka Sampatti, Mumukshutvam. Discrimination, dispassion, and the values of mind and longing for liberation. We should by heart at least Viveka, Vairagya, Shamadhi, Shataka Sampatti, Mumukshatvam. These 4 are the 4 qualities. And the Shankara Bhagavad Pada beautifully explained one by one, one by one, one by one. Last class we have seen what is called discrimination. Here he is saying Nitya Nitya Vastu Vivekaha. We need some discrimination. It should discriminate between what is permanent Nityam, what is impermanent Anityam. That power is called Nitya Nitya Vastu Vivekaha. Not common discrimination or discrimination about some moral, immoral. No. We are not going to talking about any moral, immoral, or justice, injustice, nothing, anything worldly. What is the truth of me? What is the truth of the world? What is God? What is the essence of whole this creation? That is Nitya. Other than this, Tad Vyatiriktam Sarvam Anityam. This kind of subtle discrimination is called Nitya Nitya Vastu Vivekaha. So this we have seen. Today class, we will see the next quality. This is very important, and many people they take it as for example, in a wrong manner, they calculate this value. That is called Vairagyam. Generally, we think if any person he is a Viragi, we thought that he is a beggar. No. Vairagyam is a Lakshmi Sampatti. In scriptures it is said, Vairagyam is a Lakshmi. Today we will see. If you have the text, please check it. Viragaha kaha iha swarga bhogeshu icharahityam. This is the definition. Viragaha kaha. What is called as Vairagyam? Dispassion. The answer is, Guru is giving the answer is, Iha Swarga Bhogeshu, Iha in this worldly, Swarga even heavenly, Bhogeshu in their enjoyment, Bhogeshu, Icharahityam, absence of desire. This is called Vairagyam. Icharahityam, absence of desire, about the enjoyments of the worldly pleasures, enjoyments of heavenly pleasures also. That great quality you can call as Vairagyam. This is Shankar Bhagavad Pada's deep definition about Vairagyam. That means if a Vairagi person is there, he doesn't expect any kind of enjoyment from anything. On his own, he is happy. They say, generally we call God as Bhagavan. In our Sanatana Dharma, one name of God is called Bhagavan. Swamiji, how did he get that name Bhagavan? Many names we call, Ishvara we call. In the same way, Bhagavan also we call him. They say, who has Bhaga, that person can be called as Bhagavan. Like we call Balavan. Balavan means the person he has very balam, strength. He can be called as Balavan. Some people are Danavan. They will give beautiful charities to many people. Danavan. In the same way, this God, he has one thing that is called Bhaga. That's why he is called as Bhagavan. Okay, Swamiji. Then what is this Bhaga? You said Bhagavan. Okay, we understood. What is this Bhaga? They say Bhaga means combination of 6 powers. One sloka is there. Aisvaryancha, Samagrancha, Dharmascha, Yashascha, Sriyaha, Vairagyancha, Mokshancha, Shannam Bhaga iti Irinaha. Shannam, above the 6 are called Bhaga. What are the 6, Swamiji? The first one is Aishwaryam. Aishwaryam means wealth. Dharmam. God, he should have dharmam also. Dharmam. Yashaha. Yashaha means kirti, fame. Sriyaha. Sriyaha means kalyana lakshana. He should be always good. God cannot be bad. Sriyaha. And the 5th one is Vairagyam. 6th one is Moksham. And these 6 are in the quantity of infinite with God. We also have money. We also have little dharmam. We also have little kirti. One boy I asked, how much fame you are? He said, in my street I am the hero. Little fame. In my country I am the boss. But Bhagavan not that way. Infinite fame he has. This is called Bhaga. God has all these in the infinite magnitude. That's why he is called as Bhagavan. And the plus point for Bhagavan is he has all these 6. At the same time, he will give all these 6 to the people or his devotees or whoever the eligible person. Now among the 6, the 5th one is Vairagyam. That's why they say, if any person, he has this kind of Vairagya Vasana, this is the direct boon from God, not by self-effort. That glory is Vairagya. But we don't have that kind of, good opinion on Viragi people. Because they don't look nice. They don't wear branded clothes. And they don't travel like us. They don't talk like us. So we treat them, they are not fit for society. No. Vairagya is the boon from the God. We cannot gain by ourselves. That is the glory of Vairagya. One story is there. When Deva and Asura, they have done Kshira Sagar Madana. They churned the Milky Ocean. That time Lakshmi ji came out of the ocean. We know the story. And Lakshmi ji, we know she is the goddess of wealth. Everybody wants her. Whole this Devata line and Asura line and Dikpalaka, everybody was, and all are kings only. Everybody wants Lakshmi, 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 because she came from ocean and everybody was beautifully, they decorated themselves and they all stood. We don't know whom she will choose. This Lakshmi straight came out of the Milky Ocean with a garland. She is rejecting everyone, one after another, one after another, one after another, rejecting everyone. This Indra, Adi, Devata, they are saying, Arey, we are so beautiful. We are powerful. We have everything. Still she is rejecting everyone. And she is walking. At the end of this queue, one person is there. He is sleeping there. That is Lord Narayana. She garlanded him. Lord Narayana. Everybody got angry. Lakshmi, we were all here and we were all so beautiful, better than Narayana. Then why you choose him? See, the money god, the Lakshmi said, you all bhogi people. Lakshmi cannot stay with bhogi people. Because you misuse me. You insult me. You don't treat me properly. You don't treat me like a goddess. You use for everything. I don't like you people. That's why I jumped from you. This Narayana, he is a Viragi people. a Viragi person, he knew how to respect Lakshmi because he is not a Bhogi, he is a Viragi. This is the attitude of Devata of Lakshmi. Because we insult money, we insult wealth for different bhogas, what not. Where is this Vira? That's why they say Vairagyam a Lakshmi Shakti, Lakshmi Sampatti. That's why Lakshmi and Bhogam, they are opposite. If we are a Bhogi people, we cannot keep Lakshmi long time. That's why we should use her properly for good deeds, good things, for the welfare of the children, society, or any good causes. Then that will give kirti, fame. Then we will get dharma purusha ityadi. If we waste in another channels, then definitely we will get ill fame only. Lakshmi also will go away, and we also will get adharma kirti on. So this is the glory of Vairagyam. We think Bhogam is great. No, Bhogam is not great. Sacrifice is great. Sacrifice should be glorified, not enjoyments. We do sacrifice only. We do sacrifice so much thing for our children. That's why they respect us. If we behave in a not proper, then they don't respect us. I know. So this is the difference between Tyagam and Bhogam. Now tell who is great. Tyagi one great. Our parents sacrificed so much thing for us. That's why now we are here. If they are in their own way, then where we were. This is the glory of Vairagyam. In spiritual sense also, we have so many what we call wrong analysis, wrong thinking about Vairagyam. We thought if anybody says you should have Vairagyam, we thought I must leave my children, I must leave my wife, I must leave my house. No, this is not Vairagyam. This is escapism. You have responsibility, you finish it with joy. Taking responsibility is greater than dropping responsibility is different. This is not Vairagyam. This is one thing. Or wrong. Another wrong notation about Vairagyam is that Vairagyam, they call it as Alabha Vairagyam. Alabha Vairagyam matlab, if we don't get that particular thing, we will be so much dispassionated persons because we are not eligible to get that. We speak so much, I am not interested in that. Actually, you are not fit for that. Alabha Vairagyam, this is called. That is also not called as Vairagyam. And one more Vairagyam people they call, that is called Smashana Vairagyam. Smashana Vairagyam is some people they get, in few seconds, they get the strokes of Vairagyam like anything. Cha, I drop everything. This is all mitta. This is all hollow. We should not go that kind of strokes of Vairagyam. That leads towards destruction. That's why they called it as Smashana Vairagyam, because in Smashan, they burn the physical body. Till yesterday, we have seen the person, he is laughing, he is jumping, he is talking. Now we are burning him. Then we will get that stroke. Cha, what is this life? Nothing is life. Everything a myth, you know. See this person. Now he was rich. Now he cannot take a single 1 rupee with him. He has beautiful palace and cars and everything, but nothing coming with him. His wife also stayed at home only. Even she cannot come till the Smashana Bhumi also. This is all called Smashana Vairagyam. That kind of feeling we may get, but that cannot be labeled as proper Vairagyam. They are called strokes of Vairagyam, strokes of dispassions. We may get sometime. No. Then Swamiji, what can be called as proper Vairagyam? Swami Tejomayanti says, Vairagya, it should have two folds. Listen, beautifully. We need not scare about this Vairagya. It is a Lakshmi. First one is, we must know our wrong analysis about the objects, persons, and situations. This is the only our life. We depend on some objects, or some persons, or some situations. Other than that, we don't have any kind of life. There is no problem with objects, with persons, and with situations. The problem is, in our thinking, we have a feeling that these three are my source of happiness. This is the fault. This object is the source of my happiness. This person is the source of my happiness. This particular situation is the source of my happiness. They say, no, this is wrong. Puja Gurudev says, don't keep the key of your happiness in another's pocket. We keep our happiness key in somebody else's pocket. They play somehow and we will be like a toys. If they laugh, we will be happy because my beloved is very happy, I am happy. Don't keep your key in another's pocket. Swamiji, what is wrong in it, Swamiji? Then the wrong is, we start to depend on them. Hai na? If we expect happiness from the object, person, or something else, then we will depend on them. If they are not there, we will be sorrowful. If they are there, we will be happy. If they are in another mood, then we will be in another mood. We will depend on them. This dependence will lead to craving for that objects. See the chain. The first fault is, we are thinking they are the source of my happiness. So we depend on them. This dependency leads for the craving of that particular objects, whether it is a money, whether it is a name, whether it is a power. See the people, how much they starve for power. They're ready to do any crime to get the power. Without power, no, I cannot imagine myself. Can you be without money? Impossible. I do anything. I cheat people. I can do anything. I'll do anything. See how much compromisation is going. This is a wrong. The source of our this wrong thinking is, we expect happiness from outside. This Viragi man, he will analyze. He will analyze the hollowness of these objects, persons, and situations. Swamiji, what is the hollowness is, these three are, the first one is temporary. No object or any person or any situation, they cannot travel whole life with us. Everything is temporary. This is one thing. The second thing is, we say this is beautiful, this is, no, everything is a cause of sorrow. They all sorrowful. Swamiji, I love air condition, Swamiji. We thought it is a pleasure. No. No. Can you live without air condition? Are you dependent or are you independent on your own mind? We are become so much slave and slave and slave. For everything we will become slave. One day this servant is not coming to my home, Swamiji. That day is hell, my house. Because I cannot do anything. Servant should be there. Why don't you do your own things? They all are temporary one. And other thing is, they all are cause for sorrow, not cause for happiness. He will analyze this. This is one thing. The second thing is, Swamiji, then what will be the source of happiness? The fact is, source of happiness is my own self. See, the treasure is in my heart. I am searching outside. I am depending on outside. I am dancing according to them. See, for example, a cup of coffee. Swamiji, if I drink a cup of coffee, I will be in heaven. Now, my question is, this heavenly happiness is in the cup of the coffee or is in your own bosom? Where that spring is coming? Where that happiness is coming? What is the location of the joy? What is the location of the happiness? That is my own heart, not cup of coffee or rasgulla or apple or something. Apple phone or apple fruit, whatever it may be. No. All objects are inert. Now, who is superimposing happiness on the objects? My wrong thinking is superimposing. This is called enquiry towards vairagyam. Finally, they come to a conclusion that the source of happiness is not outside. The source of happiness is me, myself. Then why should I depend? Swamiji, then I should drop all? No. You need not drop anything. The thing, if they are there also, I am happy. If they are not also, I will be okay. I am happy. Because I am happiness. This is the twofold analysis about vairagyam. One is, there is no happiness in the outside, whether it is an object or person or situation. One thing. Second thing is, the location of happiness is me, not any particular object. If coffee gives happiness, this coffee should give happiness to everyone, because coffee is happiness, you are saying. Many people, they don't like coffee. Many people, they are allergic towards the smell of the coffee. If it is happy, it should give happiness to everyone equally. This way they think. This is called in Bhajagovindam, Bhagavan says, Manasi vichintaya varam varam. Very, very careful thinking, sir. Check your personality. We should check our personality. Wherever we are completely depending on them, we are completely slaves to them, or we are completely craving for them, then what should we do, Swamiji? Manasi vichintaya varam varam. Think again and again, again and again, again and again. What is my inner condition? Always, why I am gaining, always paining. If that is not there, so much, agony. Because we are not thinking. Manasi vichintaya varam varam. Then this chintanam, this thinking of them, the hollowness of the objects, it will give some strength. With that strength, we can drop that. They say on cigarettes, what we call cigarette, smoking cigarette injurious to health, something they write on that. But that person, he doesn't drop. Then what should be the antidote, Swamiji? Manasi vichintaya varam varam. Put the cigarette outside and think about this. What it is doing, what I am doing. Think again, think again, think again, think. Slowly you will drop it. You will get that strength. Don't think the power of this buddhi is very less. If we think, we will get energy, we will get strength. Manasi vichintaya varam varam. And Shankara Bhagavad-pada, he did not stop here. He said, Iha Svarga Bhogeshu Icharahityam. Swamiji, what is called Svarga Bhogam, Swamiji? Svarga Bhoga means very subtle enjoyments. They called in traditional language Satvika Shukam. I am telling, if we taste this Sattva Sukham, it is very, very impossible to drop that pleasure. Such a deep pleasures we will get. Yogi people, you have seen them, they cannot come out of from meditation. Hours together, days together, they meditate. You ask them, sir, you just closed your eyes and you are staying days together. What is there inside? That is called Sattva Sukham. Shankara Bhagavad-pada, he used here it as Svarga Sukham. In our common parliamentary, we can say some people, they don't like my state or this town. They are in village, for example. And if you ask them, where do you want to stay? They ask, I would like to go to Hyderabad. Why do you want Hyderabad? Because in Hyderabad, so many IMAX theaters are there, so many parks are there, so many, different. My village is so little village, and these cows and buffaloes every day, they're making me suffer. I would like to drop this village. I would like to shift myself to the city. This is Iha Bhogam, that is Svarga Bhogam. I would like to go to America. If you ask them, why do you want to go to America? Swamiji, there's so much money I can get. So much pleasures I can get, Swamiji. That is Svargam for us. Shankara Bhagavad-pada, that's why he is indicating, even Svarga Bhoga also, you should have that kind of attitude, this passion. Iha Svarga Bhogeshu Icharahityam. I'll tell little small story. Many of you know about Kathopanishad. In Kathopanishad, one little Brahman boy is there. His name Nachiketa. And his father, he sent this Nachiketa to Yamapuri, Yamaloka. There he went. That day, this Yamaraj, he went somewhere else. He was out of station. Then this Nachiketa, he stayed 3 days, 3 nights without food and sleep. 3 days and 3 nights without food and sleep in the particular Yamapuri. After 3 days, this Yamaraj came from somewhere. His wife told, hey Maharaj, this Brahman boy, he came from somewhere and he did not take any food and he did not sleep also. Then this Yama came, he worshipped this Brahman boy because he's a Brahmin boy. In our tradition, we worship him, we worship them. He worshipped and he said, please excuse me, Nachiketa. You stayed 3 days without food and sleep. So I'll give 3 boons to you. Then Nachiketa said, okay. The first boon he gave something, second boon he gave something. Third boon, Nachiketa asked this boy, what do you want for third boon? Then Nachiketa said, I want that Brahma Vidya. what we are studying. Vidya about the ultimate truth. Vidya about the liberation. Then this Yamaraj said, no, 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 I am not going to give this knowledge to you because you are looking so little, young boy, 5-7-year-old boy. How can you digest this knowledge? How can you live this knowledge? So you are not an eligible candidate. Then this boy said, no, sir, I want that and that alone. Varastu varaniya tritiyaha, he says. I want that and that and that alone. That time, this Yamaraj, he offers this Swarga Bhoga to Nachiketa. In that Upanishad, they are enumerated so many pleasures. If we were there, definitely we will opt that only. He says, I'll give the life to as many years you want to live, you live. How much land you want to take, you take. I'll send servants from heaven to your home. Obedient servants, he uses that word. Gurudev plays so much joke. We put servants, but they are not obedient. They don't serve, moreover, they give more troubles. That's why Yamaraj used obedient servants I'll send from heaven. They will serve you. I'll give cars and bungalows, gold. Your children, 4 children, they all will be long living, what we call wealthy, but so much, he says. Then Nachiketa says, Maharaj, please stop that. I am not going to take all these. Then Guru asks, what is wrong with you? Then 3 answers, he says, 3 statements, he says, Nachiketa. The first statement is, the defect in pleasures is, the first one is, they are all swa abhavaha, he says. Swa abhava means, tomorrow they may be or they may not. Swa means tomorrow. Abhava means they may absent. This is one fact about any pleasure. Today we have car. If anybody asks tomorrow, we don't know what is going to happen. Any pleasure, they have this nature. Swa abhava. Tomorrow they may going to be absent in my life. Anything. One thing. Sir, second thing is, if you gave everything, one more, I have one more defect. What is that defect? Api jivitam alpasya. How long I can enjoy, sir? Any pleasure, how long I can enjoy? We don't think this way. Any pleasure, how long, sir, we can enjoy? We eat so many sweets. Now we are a diabetic patient. Can we? No. How long we can enjoy? Api jivitam alpasya. My life itself is a limited life. Why should I expend my life in this pleasure enjoyment? Second one. Third one, he says, Sir, bhogaha jarayanti indriyani. He says, if I start enjoying these pleasures, my all sense organs, they will lose their vitality. I know. You can see TV 1 hour, 2 hours per day. Start seeing 10 hours per day. See the condition of the eyes. Jarayanti tejaha indriyani. Any sense organ. If we cross particular limitation of enjoyment, then the sense organ will go under damage. Whether it is a skin, you make up, so much start make up yourself. You will lose your naturality. Drink, Swamiji. Then your lungs will go away. We know that. Smoke, Swamiji. Dance, Swamiji. This is the main defect with the pleasures. Sarvendriyani jarayanti tejaha. All indriyas, they will lose their own vitality. Then this Nachiketa says, now tell Maharaj, why should I opt these things? I want that one. This is called Vairagya. Then Guru start giving knowledge. Because he is completely eligible. He did that analysis on the pleasures. This is called Vairagyam. See, Sva Abhava. We cannot say tomorrow they will be there or not. Second thing is Api Jivitam Alpasya. My life itself very limited span. Third one is if I start enjoy the enjoyments, I will lose my vitality only. That's why this is the difference between Bhogi and Yogi. Yogi will get so much vitality in his sense organs. We say, Swamiji, if he speaks something there in his speech, Swamiji, what something is there? He controls his speech. That's why he got the beauty. Swamiji, if he blesses, it will happen, Swamiji. Because his mind is pure. We don't know how to bless also. Yeah, because every day we curse people. We don't like people. We don't hate people. Then mind will be perverted. We don't love people. This is the difference between Bhogi and Yogi. This is the glory of Vairagyam. Sant Tulsidas says in Tulsi Ramayana, how an individual, a common person, he can get this Vairagyam. He says, Dharmate Virati. Dharmate Virati means by doing our Kartavya Karma properly, we will get this Vairagyam. Generally, we thought if we dropping my duty, dropping my responsibilities, we think Vairagyam. No, he says, if we do properly our dharma, that dharma will leads to Vairagyam. That's why in our Sanatana Dharma, after Grihastha Ashrama, the next ashrama is called Vanaprastha Ashrama. Vanaprastha means he is a sadhaka. Grihastha means he is a responsible person. Brahmacharya means he is a school going or learning. What is the main job of Brahmacharya, Swamiji means? Main job of Brahmachari state of life is learning, studying, knowing, getting knowledge. What is the main job of Grihastha household, Swamiji? Responsibility. He should feed all other. And if he does this thing properly, he will get Vairagyam. Then he will become a sadhaka. That is called Vanaprastha. That's why in our dharma, they did not say after 60 and after 70 also, you need not worry about the society and responsibility. Give it to your son. Let him take care. You do your personal sadhana. You study. You inquire about the truth. You do japam. You do parayanam. You do tirthayatra ityadi. This is called Viraga state of life, Vanaprastha. This is there in our system. Brahmacharya, Grihastha and Vanaprastha. So Dharmate Virati. By doing our duties properly, we will get this Vairagyam. And finally they say, Vairagyam eva abhayam. Where I should be fearless, Swamiji, wherever I don't have any kind of likes and dislikes, there only I am fearless. See, observe. Wherever we have likes, wherever we have dislikes, definitely we are fearful. If we have like, we fear about I may lose it. If we dislike, we fear about I may face it. So wherever we have likes and dislikes, definitely we will be fearful. If we are beyond likes and dislikes, that is called Vairagyam. That's why they say Vairagyam is a royal sight, like a king. Whether it is there or not, I am independent. I bless all. I am not a beggar. Vairagyam eva abhayam. Iha svarga bhogeshu viragaha, Swami says. That's why we should not treat Vairagyam as a what we call negative value or a low value or an ugly value. It is a sampatti, Lakshmi. It is an independence in my own personality. I am royal. Such a maturity, such a grace. I don't depend anyone. I bless everyone. Udasin. I am beyond likes and dislikes. These two are opposites actually. We thought disliking is dispassion. No. Disliking is opposite to liking. But whereas the dispassion is beyond likes and dislikes. It doesn't hate anything. At the same time, it doesn't depend on anything. It is its own royal smell. In spirituality, this Vivekam and Vairagyam are two wings to fly towards the truth. Puj Guruji says, we should pray God at least during the class times of Vedanta or satsang of any Mahatma. We should have these two. During satsanga or during this puja ityadi, we should completely drop everything. 100% be available. Then little grace will come. We can understand, we can analyze, and we will get the result someday. This Vairagya and Viveka are the two wings to fly towards the truth. This is called Vairagya. Such a beautiful value, Swamiji. And the third one is Shamadhi Shataka Sampatti. Today we will just read it. Third one. Shamadhi Sadhana Sampatti Ka. Shamadhi Sadhana Sampatti Ka. Question is asking, sir, you said the third quality is Shamadhi Shataka Sampatti, sixfold quality. What is that? He says, they are six. Now see the six. Shama, Dama, Uparati, Titiksha, Shraddha, Samadhanam cha iti. The Samadhi Shataka Sampatti is sixfold mental values. They are, one is Shamaha. Shamaha means control over mind. One. Second one is Damaha. Control over senses. Shamaha, Damaha. Third one is Uparati. Uparati meaning, Swamiji, power of withdrawal. I can withdraw myself anytime. That is called Uparati. Actually, it's a great value, sir. If we can withdraw anytime, not from class, if anything comes odd, if we withdraw ourselves, that is called Uparati. That is one kind of great quality of mind, Uparati. The fourth one is Titiksha. Titiksha means endurance, Sahanam. Sita, Ushna, Labha, Nashta, Jaya, Apajaya. In all pairs of opposites, I should have endurance. If Kashtam comes, I should endure. At the same time, if Sukham comes, that time also we should not be exaggerated. We should endure that also. See the value of the mind. That's why they say they're great values. Endurance towards both victory and lose. If you are victorious also, endure it. Don't be arrogant. If you are a loser, also endure it. Don't be depressive. That is called sahanam, titiksha. Fourth one. And the fifth one is shraddha. Shraddha meaning faith. And the sixth one is samadhana. Samadhana means concentration power. Concentration power. These six are called as Shamadhi Shataka Sampattihi. See the question, Samadhi Sadhana Sampattihi Ka. Ka means it is Strilinga. Sampatti. That's why it is called Antar Lakshmi. Sampatti means we call for Lakshmi, money we call Strilinga. These values also Sampatti. Shamaha, control over mind. Damaha, control over senses. Uparatihi, power of withdrawal. Titiksha, sahanam, endurance. Shraddha, faith. And the last one is samadhana, concentration power. These six we will see in our next class. Thank you. Hari Om. Tomorrow is our Dashara. Very, 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 very happy Dashara to everyone. So may our mother of universe, she may bless us. Hari Om. Thank you. And we invoke our Puja Gurudev